Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Cosmic Gym in Maribel as we get set for action in the 2015 National Trinidad and Tobago Amateur Boxing Association National Championship. Today is day 2, and we have a 11 bout card, which we expect is going to be a jam-packed night here. And we want to welcome you viewers to Axe Television Network. Remember, we are the official station for the Trinidad and Tobago Amateur Boxing Association as we continue to bring you the talent of the nation youths as they set their eyes on preparation for the 2016 Olympics. Last night we had 3 great entertaining bouts, and we expect another jam-packed evening. And our first bout on tonight is in the 75 kg open category. And in the red corner we have Teron Garcia from Sun City, and he is coming up against Nicholas Francis.
Boxing out of the red corner, Teron Garcia.
Well, there's an error. Teron Garcia is from World Class, and his opponent is Nicholas Francis from Sun City.
Nicholas Francis. The honorable referee judge for this bout.
So the referee for this first bout is Linus Brown, and it's the 75 kg open category, bout number 1. Teron Garcia from World Class and Nicholas Francis from Sun City. Garcia in the red, Francis in the blue, receiving their last minute instructions from the respective trainers. So this is day number 2, Trinidad and Tobago Amateur Boxing Association National Championship 2015. Boxers being spoken to by the official. And for those of you who have not been around for some time, it's a new trend here with the boxers in amateur here. They no longer use headgear. So we see Francis there sticking out, and a lot of heavy swinging there from both boxers. Francis needs to be careful, holding his guard pretty low and receiving some good shots there from Garcia. Well, looking at Francis here, Francis has no form of defense. He just goes in there, hands pretty low, face wide open, chest also open. There is Francis. And Garcia also has his midsection open, but hands still up, protecting part of his body. Francis trying to get that jab going. So it's a wild swing there by Garcia. A lot of unorthodox punches thrown by both boxers here. Judging from the names of these two boxers, I would think that their names are not familiar, so it could be safe to say that they have recently started their career in boxing, so we don't expect to see a lot of technique right hand there from, that's Francis. A lot of movements from the both boxers, but no punches actually thrown. A right there from Francis. And a couple wild swings coming in there from Garcia as both boxers clinch. And, there is a stoppage there, and Garcia is indicating that he's unable to see. What I think happened there is the thumb of Francis may have gotten into his eyes. So quite a long stoppage here in this bout, and the referee has called time. So quite a long stoppage here in this first. Quite a long stoppage here in this bout. The referee is making sure that Garcia is ready and raring to go. I think what had happened there is part of Francis' gloves may have caught Garcia in the eye, and the bout resumes. Again, we see Francis there with his hands held very low, but while swinging left hand there by Francis. Right from Garcia. Francis needs to get some defense going there. And a glancing shot from Francis. A lot of complaining there by Garcia, being told by the referee to simmer down a bit. From the body language of Garcia, that's the end of the first round, which was quite a lengthy round there. But from the body language of Garcia is that he seems not to be too interested in continuing. It's going to be left to see what he does here in the second round. But somewhat lackluster first round here between these two boxers. A lot of wild swinging. No proper boxing techniques. And as I said, that might well have been, they have now started in the boxing field, so we don't expect to see much technique being applied here. But nevertheless, as they continue engaging in more bouts, they definitely will improve. Francis already up and already in the middle of the ring. Again, we see Francis there. A wild right hand there by Garcia. Missing the mark completely. Francis trying to throw a right hand there, but Francis definitely needs to put up some defense. A soft left there from Francis. So Francis, not much technique, as I said, but he is definitely scoring and piling up some points there. Garcia, on the other hand, seems to have grown cool, not landing any punches. Most of his punches are swinging left or right. That misses the mark. Throwing the right hand there is Garcia, but made no connection. A body shot there from Francis, a bit low. Garcia definitely showing signs of tiredness here. Francis, a lot of movement, a lot of foot movement from Francis, trying to keep away from the a good right there to the midsection there by Francis. Francis growing in confident by the minute. A right hand from Garcia that misses the mark completely. A jab from Francis. So Francis being urged on by the appreciative crowd here and growing in confident. Nice movement there from Francis. Evades the punch. So Francis continues to stick the jab and keep Garcia at bay. A right from Francis to the side of Garcia face, and a barrage of punches being thrown there, none really connecting. Boxers clinch, but definitely Garcia showing signs of tiredness here. And that's the end of the second round here. Definitely a much better round there for young Nicolas Garcia.
Complimentary notice to you all for tomorrow. All coaches box. Seconds out to the final round.
This is the third and final round here, and Garcia, once he continues doing what he did in the second round, he should be the winner here. But he needs to be careful because Garcia left from Francis. Again, Francis evades the punches of Garcia. Body shot there from Francis. So a lot of movement there from Francis as the boxers clinch. But Garcia definitely a left from Francis. Garcia definitely is not doing enough. He just stands there and stalks Francis, but not. Francis being cautioned there by the official. Remember, this is amateur boxing, but continues sticking that left hand wild swing there from Garcia. Francis continues to left to the midsection of Garcia. Nice movement there. So definitely in the second and up to this present time in the third round, Francis have shown some glimpse, and he's been challenged there by Garcia to stand up and fight. But Francis continues to move. But I think Garcia, right from Garcia, left from Garcia. So Garcia now decides to heat up the action there, and it's going to be caution there for throwing a punch off during the break. So a stoppage there for the boot of Francis to be repaired. So again, viewers, if you are now joining us, this is day 2 of the Trinidad and Tobago Amateur Boxing Association 2015 Championship, and the action is coming to you on Axe Television Network, the official station for the Amateur Association, as we continue to. I left from Garcia. So definitely what Garcia should have been doing in the early rounds here is now starting, and he's now trying to attack, but smartly tying him up there is Francis. So Francis not moving as much. Guard held very low, a wild swing there by Garcia. Garcia needs to do much more than what he's actually doing. He needs to put some pressure on Francis. Francis actually not doing anything now, but just trying to survive here in the third round. And that's the end of the third and final round here in bout number 1, the 75 kg open category. Teron Garcia in the red and Nicholas Francis in the blue. So we await the judge's decision, but from all indication, I would think that the boxer in blue should be declared the winner, but strange things do happen from time to time, we have seen in boxing. So we should be getting the split decision. So congratulations to Nicholas Francis, winner over Teron Garcia, split decision.
As the boxers exit the red corner, please check with the medical doctors. So, the heat here tonight.
Well, we get set here for the second bout on tonight's card, and we have Anthony Joseph from World Class Boxing Gym, and he is coming up against Shakir Garcia of Magic. You recall on the first night of action, Joseph, brilliant performance there in defeating Kareem Briggs from YTC. So it will be the second night of action for Anthony Joseph, and this is in the 56 open category. As the ring announcer announces, Anthony Joseph in the red corner, and Shakir Garcia, a young boxer with a lot of talent. We have been on the stage for quite a while. So this bout here is going to be a very interesting bout. Two competitive young boxers here. So this is going to be an entertaining bout, I can guarantee you, and we're going to see some fireworks here. Anthony Joseph should be clicking after his performance on the first night. He should be raring to go. Garcia, first bout. And that's the start of the first round. Garcia, the taller of the two boxers, sticking that left jab into the gloves of Joseph. Joseph a little bit shorter than his opponent. Right to the midsection there of Garcia, thrown by Joseph. We saw yesterday Joseph using a lot of shots to the midsection on Briggs. Garcia continues to stick that jab, throwing the right but not connecting. Both boxers clinch in the middle of the ring. Referee orders them to break. Garcia, right hand cocked high up. Up against the rope is Garcia, but comes out nicely there. Joseph not really exploding as yet, but needs to find a way inside that left jab of Garcia. Again, left hand from Garcia. So Joseph definitely will have to make some adjustment there, because that left jab is really keeping him from getting inside as he gets closer now. But good defense there shown by Garcia. A left hand from Garcia. Joseph continues to stalk his taller opponent. A cheeky right hand there by Joseph. Joseph there trying to work the body there of Garcia. Some good shots there from both boxers to the midsection. So a good exchange of punches to the midsection by both boxers. A right hand from Briggs, but it backs Garcia up against the rope. But a good right hand, stiff right hand there from Joseph as Garcia holds on. Still in the first round here. And that's the end of the first round here. The crowd showing their appreciation to a good first round there. It was a bit even there coming from both boxers there. Garcia, nevertheless, there might have gained a slight edge with the jabs that he continued to keep Joseph at bay. So the bout will resume. Maybe I would find out a bit later what the issue was. As we continue bout number 2. So again, Garcia comes out just as in the first round here, using the jab, throwing the right hand, and keeping Garcia at bay. Keeping Joseph at bay, rather. You see Joseph there. Joseph is trying his best to close the distance there, but a good exhibition of boxing skill coming from, and a good shot there from Garcia. Definitely put the hurt on young Joseph. He felt that shot there. And how much damage is that going to do here? Because it's early in the second round. Will he be able to come back? And definitely, as I said, Garcia, good skills here. And Joseph coming back nicely, but I still think, and Garcia needs to be careful, because Anthony Joseph is a class boxer, but he's taking some heavy punches and he's not giving up. And definitely, let's hope that Garcia doesn't punch himself out, because and a good shot. What a shot! What a shot from young Anthony Joseph. And as I said, Anthony Joseph, one of the young upcoming prospect in amateur boxing, and he is showing his class here. And caught Garcia with a stinging right hand, and he backs Garcia up against the rope, and he's definitely coming on here. A right hand from Joseph, and he backs Garcia up against the rope again, and he's definitely using some heavy shots to the midsection. And we've seen Garcia sucking on his mouth guard, so the win is definitely coming out of Garcia now, as Joseph continues to apply the pressure on Garcia. Garcia now not doing much here, and he's back against the rope there, and some body shots there from Joseph. And we know that Anthony Joseph is a fit young man, and we can see that the effects now is being shown here on Garcia. And Garcia seems to be exhausted now. And that's the end of a thrilling second round here. But nevertheless, congratulations going out here from the audience to Anthony Joseph. After being put down there by a good shot there from Garcia, Joseph came back nicely there and applied.
I'm saying to the Matic team, please, if you don't want your boxer disqualified, 2 persons alone to the corner. I expect 2 persons alone there, please. Not 3 and 4.
So what an entertaining round here. So if that is what we saw in the second round, we can expect some fireworks here in the third round. Remember, this is the National Championships 2015 Trinidad and Tobago Amateur Boxing Association. And the action is coming to you on Axe Television Network. So the third and final round
will be followed by Kyle Run Rules and Stanley Brooks.
So this is the championship round here, the third and final round. Garcia coming back out nicely, but it's been jammed against the rope there. Garcia connecting there with a right to the head of Joseph. So Garcia recovered nicely. And back against the rope there is Garcia, and Joseph continues to apply the body shots there. And now Garcia now is backing now. He needs to be careful. Can easily be caught with a stinging right hand. So a good body shot again there from Joseph. A right hand from Joseph. Evades nicely. Some punches thrown there by Garcia. Back into the face of Garcia is Joseph. A right from Joseph. A left to the midsection there by Joseph. Garcia punches now, lacking some power there as he's back against the rope there by Joseph. Ever so often you will see Joseph glancing to his corner. A right from Joseph. A looping right there from Joseph. A right from Joseph. A left from Joseph. Chases Garcia. A left from Joseph again. Garcia seems to be exhausted now. A left from Joseph. A right soft uppercut there from Joseph. A left straight up the middle there. Garcia back against the rope. What tremendous boxing action here coming from young Joseph. Some would thought that he was out when he was put down for the count there by Garcia. Garcia up against the rope. A left to the midsection by Joseph. Garcia holding on for dear life here. Garcia holding on. And Joseph continues to pound the midsection of Garcia. Garcia appears to be just waiting to hear the end of the third round. Still back against the rope there as Joseph continue to, well, we see, as some would say, Joseph beating the pants off of Garcia because Garcia trousers coming off there. And that's the end of the third and final round. Brilliant performance there by young Anthony Joseph. And definitely showing his class there. Garcia being held up there by his trainer. But what an impressive boxing bout here many would have thought that Joseph would have been out in the second round, but coming back nicely, and definitely I wouldn't be surprised if he is awarded the winner. So we wait the judge's decision.
Well, that was a challenging ball.
So the decision time is here.
My dear, come up along with us who. Any information on who you all want to find out? The winner by unanimous decision in favor of the red corner, Anthony.
And definitely Anthony Joseph coming back there nicely and winning that bout.
Boxers, please check with the doctor.
So Anthony Joseph, winner of bout number 2.
Check with the doctor. Introducing to you first the red corner from East Port of Spain, boxing out of the red corner.
So introducing the boxers is ring announcer Mario Robinson. That is Daryl Thomas,
World-class boxing gym.
East Port of Spain.
Boxing out of the blue corner,
Ronaldo Stewart.
Third-person the ring referee judge, Latoya Providence.
So it's Thomas versus Stewart.
To be followed by Andrew Brook.
So we are looking at
Joshua Prescott.
Daniel Thomas, tall, lanky boxer.
Bout number 1.
Stewart a bit shorter. And a heavy shot there from that Stewart. A right from Stewart. It's amazing, these tall boxers with their long reach don't use the jabs more frequently. That is one of the major weapons of the tall boxers, who has that long reach. So we see Stewart there. Some looping shots there by Stewart. A looping right hand there again by Stewart. Stewart there being cautioned for hitting behind the head. No guard whatsoever there by young Thomas. Another looping shot there again to the side of the face there by Stewart. And a straight right there from Stewart. Warrants that he come there by the referee. Again, we see Stewart there as he backs Thomas against the rope. And saved by the bell there is Thomas.
End of the first round.
That's the end of the first round here.
Darion Didion. Please get yourself ready. Seconds away, round 2.
What? Yeah, I've really kind of the fights still going on. But 5 fights again before we die fight. I did hit like about for last time. Last time I hit. I think he's on.
So we're back into the second round here of this, the 9th fight on tonight's card. And Ronaldo Stewart continue to shoot off some big looping right hand to the head of Thomas. Thomas yet to respond in any way. He's definitely taking a pounding there from Ronaldo Stewart. So again some heavy shots there from Stewart. Backs Thomas up against rope. Left, right, a looping right hand again from Stewart. And another standing 8 count there for young Thomas. This fight definitely should be stopped. Stewart, not much technique here, but his punches definitely hitting the target, because young Thomas is standing straight and a right hand there that rocked the head of Thomas. And I think this is going to be the end of this bout. This should be the end of this bout, because actually that was the third. That definitely was the third 8 count there. And Thomas trying to, right from Thomas, caught the head of Stewart. And Stewart, let's hope that Stewart have not all punched himself. And he attacks Thomas. And looping right again from Stewart. And that's the end of the second round. And the crowd definitely coming to life here in the second round. Looking at young Stewart, Ronaldo Stewart, sitting in his corner. Hope he has not out punched himself. Thomas standing still, taking all the advice he can from Kurt Sinnett. Stewart showing some signs of tiredness. Let's see if Thomas will take advantage here. And looping right hand again off the shoulder of Thomas. A right from Stewart. A left from Stewart. A left from Stewart again. A left. A right from Stewart. Rocks the head of Thomas. But he backs off. A swinging, looping right by Stewart. Misses the mark. A right that caught Thomas on the side of the face. One there by referee Providence. A looping right again there by Stewart. A left and a right by Stewart. A left that rocks the head of Thomas. Left and a right by Stewart. Stewart back against the rope. It's going to receive another 8 count. Definitely Ronaldo Stewart exhausted. And that's the end of this bout here. Referee stopping this contest. So all boxing technique was thrown out of the ring here in this bout. But nevertheless, Ronaldo Stewart, some awkward punches, but definitely the punches are hitting the target. Thomas showing a glimpse of coming back midway in the second round, but was definitely overpowered here by young Ronaldo Stewart. So we await the judge's decision. If you are now joining us, we just want to welcome you to Axe Television Network, the official station for the Trinidad and Tobago Amateur Boxing Association, as we bring you all the action from the 2015 championships right here from the Cosmic Boxing Gym in Marabella.
The winner by TKO in favor of the blue corner.
So the winner, Ronaldo Stewart here in this bout.
Please. Anyway, she know karate, hit kado, Jackson too. And another issue.
Well, we come to the 15th bout of tonight's card, the final bout, and we have Richard Matthew from World Class Boxing Gym, and we have Nigel Paul from Ultimate Boxing Gym, and this bout will round off the second night of boxing here at the Cosmic Gym. So it's Matthew versus Paul here in the final bout on tonight's card. This is the big boys, the heavyweights. Paul, a huge young man.
We go with the announcement for the bout number 15, the final bout of tonight's card. Introducing to you first the red corner. From World Class Boxing Gym, boxing out of the red corner, Richard Matthews. His opponent tonight from Ultimate Boxing Gym in Chabonas, boxing out of the blue corner, Nigel Paul.
Paul definitely crowd favorite here.
3 rounds of boxing, 3 minutes by 1 minute rest.
So this is the final bout on tonight's card. Paul, the taller of the two boxers. Paul showing some good movements here, and he already backs up Matthews against the rope, and a good right hand there from Paul. Paul definitely showing some power in those huge arms. And a right, and the mouth guard from Matthew has gone flying due to a right hand there by young Paul. For a big guy there, Paul definitely, and I know that he has recently started boxing, so showing good skill there is Paul. Bout resumes. Again, we see Paul measuring up Matthews here to land that big right and sticking the left hand out. And again, a right, good head movement. Good head movement there by Paul, and a right from Paul again sends Matthew back in. And you can see a right from Paul again. Stalking Matthew there is Paul. And Matthew walks into a left hand. A right from Paul. Paul for a big guy moving light on his feet. Sticking that jab out there in the face of Matthew is Paul. As he waits to land that big right hand. A right hand again from Paul. Matthew holds on. Paul comes in there nicely. A left from Paul. Nice head movement again by Paul. Paul there being cautioned for going in with his head. Paul, one thing I must say about Paul there, he's picking his punches, he's taking his time, pacing himself nicely there is Paul. Sticking that left jab. A wild swing there by Matthew. A right from Paul. Matthew walks into another shot there from Paul. Paul continues to stick that jab there, scoring with the jab. Matthew trying to evade. A right from Matthew, a left from Matthew, a right, and two lovely punches there from Paul. So this is the second round here. Again, we are at the Cosmic Gym, bringing you action in the Trinidad and Tobago Amateur Boxing Association National Championship. We're witnessing the final bout, Richard Matthew against Nigel Paul. Paul showing good patience, good skills for a huge guy. Left from Paul. Continues to stick that jab as he continues to stalk Matthew. Some good head movement there by Paul. Paul in a very dangerous position. So we continue here with this action here, and definitely I would think that this is one of the better fights. A good uppercut there by Paul, and Paul there putting a boxing lesson here on young Richard Matthew. So it's nice head movement there coming from Paul, evading the punches from Matthews. And another 8 count there for Matthews. And that's the end of this bout here. Referee stopping contest, awarding the bout to Nigel Paul. This is the final bout on tonight's card, and we want to take this opportunity to thank you for staying with us here for day number 2 of the national championships here at the Cosmic Boxing Gym. But good final bout here. Nigel Paul showing a lot of skill for a big guy, and definitely looking forward to seeing Nigel Paul maybe in the finals. But good showing here. We want to thank you for staying with us as we await the final decision here, the victory in favor of Nigel Paul.
Let's give them a round of applause, please. I'm going to call this thing very quick. Winner by TKO in favor of the blue corner, Nigel Paul. I would like to thank all the doctors in service tonight. Oh, you did a wonderful job. Well,
there you saw the official winner there, Nigel Paul, and we want to thank you for staying with us as we leave you from the Cosmic Gym in Maribel. We say good night and be safe.